Let me get one of them slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. Hey. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause it's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you do in life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoking till we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it cautious. As if they make the wrong move it cautious. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
All right. Clap it up. All right. Shalom on Christ, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K history class. And tonight we're going to go into the origin of, since it's Black History Month, we're going to go to the origin of Black History Month. Where it came from, how it got started, and who started it. Give me one quick second. Well, yeah, you know, this is I.S.U.P.K Atlanta. You know, we started out in Harlem, New York, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You know, we're located at 3353 Glenwood Road in Decatur, Georgia. You know, and if you swing by, I tune into our class. If you swing by, you know, if you could, you know, Google the address. You know, to help with the school, the algorithms. All right, and let's see, where is it at? Slack you for that. But yeah, tonight we're gonna get into the origin of Black History Month. You know, and as I would say, you know, I.S.U.P.K, you know, started out in 1969. That was a great year. That's probably the best year. The establishment of I.S.U.P.K, that's the best thing for us. Right, the origin. Slovakia. Give me one quick second. Okay, here we go. Negro History Week, Black History Month. Black History Month is an annual observance originating in the United States, where it's also known as African American History Month. It has received official recognition from governments in the United States and Canada, and more recently has been observed in Ireland and the United Kingdom. It began as a way of remembering important people and events in the history of the African diaspora. And even though we're not Africans, you know, that's what they put on us, that we're Africans, but we're not Africans. We're Israelites, you know, and it's understandable why these other countries have adopted Black History Month, because, you know, our people, the 12 tribes, are spread out everywhere. And Black History Month, it ain't just the extent of us. You know, there's 12 tribes, you know, they're Black too. The so-called Hispanics and Native American Indians, they're Black too. Slovakia. Slovakia for that. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, because, you know, we're spread out all over the earth. So it's understandable why Black History Month would also be in other countries. Shalom on Christ, Shabbat.
Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, sir.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. How you doing?
I'm Tawab, sir. I'm Tawab. Little rough day on the slavery, but you know, it is what it is.
God, I know exactly what you mean. Everything to wild.
Come, sir.
All right, Most High in Christ. Yeah, we're just doing a little origin of Shalom on Christ. We're just doing a little origin of where Black History Month came from, how it started. You know?
Come.
Right. So where I was at, I was just doing a little history on it. Right quick. I don't know if you was listening or not to where I was at.
Salakia, so you got can you fill me in, Baba Kishar?
All right, Khan. I can start it over for you, Op. Hey, Slakia, did you send Halak that link?
The water, sir.
You send the link?
No sweat. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I got it. Hey, Halak.
Come.
Yeah, it's in Wikipedia. It's Black History Month. All right, I'm gonna start it over for you, especially for you, Op.
The water, sir. Appreciate
I
it.
am the bar. And the young man, Brian. Shalom on Christ, Op. In the building. All right, Black History Month is an annual observance originating in the United States, where it is also known as African American History Month. It has received official recognition from the governments in the United States and Canada, and more recently has been observed in Ireland and the United Kingdom. It began as a way of remembering important people and events in the history of the African diaspora. It is celebrated in February in the United States and Canada, while in Ireland and United Kingdom it is observed in October. Now they saying the African diaspora, even though we're not Africans, and I.S.U.P.K, we know we're not Africans. It's too much information. It's too much technology out here, to not know who you are.
Right.
That's what I. So it's like they're saying the African diaspora when we know that we're not Africans.
Come.
And as I was saying earlier, it's understandable why it's in other countries because we got brothers and sisters, of the other tribes in other countries. What happened? Oh, there we go. We got brothers and Slovakia. We got brothers and sisters. We got people of the other 12 tribes in these other countries.
Right.
So, it's understandable that it could be, Canada and Ireland. They celebrate it. Well, theirs is in October. Ours is in February. And as we go on, we're going to find out why ours is in February right here in the United States. But yeah, but this is, a little tidbit since it's Black History Month.
Right.
Let's get into the origin. I know we always do like individuals, but let's get into where it originated, how it started.
Mm-hmm.
Come,
sir.
Because it's like the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They're considered black too. They black.
That's right.
They part of the 12 tribes. So why not do Black history on them too? You got Chavo, you got Geronimo. You got the Trail of Tears.
Tecumseh. Go
ahead. What, Slakia?
Tecumseh.
Khan. You know what I mean? Who else we got? We got
Pocahontas.
Right. We got Pocahontas. You know, we got great boxers.
Right.
You know, Hispanic boxers. We got great Hispanic boxers of the other 12 tribes.
Come. Hey, Salaki Adawan.
Go ahead.
And the sister from the sister her name was Celine. She was big as Beyonce. She passed away, but she was an R&B singer on in South America. She was real big, real big. Her name was Celine. Selena.
Oh, Selena. That's right.
Selena.
Oh man, she's supposed to have been real big. She got unalived.
She was beautiful too, Adawan.
Yes, she was. She was very beautiful.
Sir.
You know, right? Selena. Yeah, she was a big star. You know, and but unfortunately, she didn't get a chance, to go further in her career.
Right.
You know, I think she would have been very big. Everybody loved her.
Sir.
You know, and but yeah, this Black History Month, we got to break these boundaries because it goes beyond just so-called Negroes in America.
Right.
You know, we got a lot of great entertainers. And we got to start looking that up. Like Hispanic and Native American Indian inventors, because I'm sure them brothers and sisters, I'm sure they invented I'm sure they made some great inventions.
Right.
We got to start looking more into that also.
Right.
And not just the tribe of Judah.
That's right, Adawan.
You even got Marcus Garvey. Wasn't he a Benjamite or Levite? Benjamite. That brother, he had his own businesses and no shipping yard, his own ships and all that. Didn't he? Cargo ships. But yeah, these other tribes. Hey, look, there's some great men and women in these other tribes.
That's right.
So we gotta have to start looking into that too.
Salaki Adawan.
Go ahead.
The brother Pele, he was like the best soccer player in the world ever.
Right.
Pele.
Right, exactly. Khan. Right. He was from Brazil, wasn't he?
I believe so, Adawan. I know down in South America.
Right. Yeah, he was of my era. Yeah, Khan, go ahead.
Hey, Salaki, you been lost and how you pointed on me if I could. Selena was Mexican.
Right, Khan.
Right, I was watching a video about it just last week. And she was getting so big and so, out of control that she was working with the cartels out there. And they messed her up real bad, did it dirty. And that's what happened. And she got unalive and everything just went crazy.
Oh, wow.
They want to control the one that's coming in. And they unalive the golden goose.
Right. Oh, wow. They wanted a piece of the pie. Right. They wanted to control, you work for us and all that. Wow.
Salaki Adawan, real quick. If I may, I just remembered when I was watching. I remember back from watching her movie. Right. There's a part in the movie where Beyonce is a little girl and she meets her in Texas.
Oh wow.
And Beyonce says, you are one of my biggest idols.
Oh, wow.
Khan.
So basically, Beyonce was modeling herself after her.
Khan.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, that's your sister. Molly, hey, look. You want to be like your sister? Go ahead. You want to be like your brother? Go ahead. Hey.
That's right.
We got a lot of talent in Israel. Israel is full of talent.
That's right.
Saki, anyone on a conference call? Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get into Negro History Week, 1926. The precursor to Black History Month was created in 1926 in the United States when historian Carter G. Woodson and the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, the ASNLH, announced the second week of February to be Negro History Week. This week was chosen because it coincided with the birthday of Abraham Lincoln on February 12th and that of Frederick Douglass on February 14th, both of which Black communities had celebrated since the late 19th century. Ain't that about it? Can't do nothing without massa. If we knew any better back then, well, we boy. Because Abraham Lincoln did not do nothing for neither. All he did was say that it was that a man shouldn't be a slave unto another man. That's all the Emancipation Proclamation was all about. Other than that, he didn't care about us. All he cared about was preserving the Union. He didn't care if we were slaves or not. You know the old saying, damned if you do, damned if you don't? That was his mentality. You know, and we all know Frederick Douglass was an Edomite also. You know, he wasn't one of us. He was not no Israelite.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, yeah, you didn't know?
That's some heavy information right there.
Right, with the fro, with the, yeah. He an Edomite. His father was a slave owner. But, you know, back then, you know, and even today, you know, the oppressor, he considers you like, if you got what, 1/5 of black blood or whatever inside you, they consider you black anyway. Right. So, you know, that's how that goes. So, But yeah, you know, to Edomite, we just cannot get away from Esau. We just gotta put Esau into everything. Like, seriously. Like, February.
Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. Who was that?
Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Khan. Y'all Is that your man Desmond? Hey, Slocky, someone get this, the mouse and keyboard. So every child is in online, you know, you can, there you go. The water. But yeah, you know, now, cats just now tuning in. If y'all really want to know, hey, young man, Brian, can you give me numbers 1 and 18? Now read that when you get it for me. The water. But yeah, you know, we just gotta include Esau. You know, and for many generations, we was looking at Frederick Douglass that he was a brother. And come to find out, you know, you do the history on him, you know, do some research, he's not a brother. You know, Frederick Douglass, you know, he an Edomite. All right, Khan. It's the water. Hold on for 1 second. Well, go ahead and read that for me. Khan.
The book of Numbers, chapter
1 and
verse
18.
Yes, 18.
All right, Khan.
Salaki. The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Right. They could, yeah. You know, we came together, you know, called all the men in there. You know, called them their families, everybody, you know. Call, you know, come on. We got to declare this. You know, reading.
Con. And they declared their pedigrees after their families.
Right. Go ahead.
By the house of their fathers.
By the house of their who?
By the house of their fathers.
Of their who?
Of their fathers.
Of their mothers.
Of their fathers.
Of the grandmothers.
Of their fathers.
Of their fathers.
Come.
You know, the seed is of the father. It's who your father is.
That's right.
Come.
You know, Frederick Douglass, he was a Edomite. Any more on that? Continue.
According to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their poles.
Right. The staffs, like we got these staffs right here. Right. You know, your name and stuff, it'll be written on that on the pole. You know, your name is on there. Okay, you good to go. You know, we declare the pedigree by the father. You know,
that's right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, kind if I could, real heavy, right? You know, I think that's why they get the thing family tree from.
Right, exactly. Right, Kyle. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Salaki Adawan.
Go ahead.
You know you can't forget to throw Bob Marley in there.
Oh yeah, Con, that's right. You're right about that. Tracy Ellis Ross.
Con.
You know, hey, look, because Bob Marley, he's the biggest one that we look at.
Right.
You know, oh, no woman, no crowd. No, what's that? Let's get together and feel all right.
Right.
And all that.
Right.
One love, right. One love, the water. Yeah, exactly. So check this out. Now, the reason I brought that out, now check this out. Born Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey, a slave in Tuckahoe, Talbot County, Maryland. Mother is a slave, Harriet Bailey, and father is a white man, rumored to be his master, Aaron Anthony. See, in I.S.U.P.K, we go by who your father is. We go by your pedigree. We don't go by, oh, because your grandmother had, because your grandmother was an Edomite, or your great grandmother or whoever. So you think it's okay to go out and make marriages with the oppressor, with the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And see, and it is so crazy that why would you want to that you would even want to have Black History Month, and the month of two Edomites. And just think of all the beatings, the whippings, the hangings, the rape, the Salakia, the beatings, the grapings, Salakia, the grapings, the unaliving, the hangings, all that. And you would want to, you turn around and you want to pay homage, so to speak, to these Edomites. That's crazy.
That's right.
I mean, come on. This boy. Any comments, any questions?
You're right.
Any comments online? Oh, go ahead, Halak.
Salaki, so you're right. You're so right. After all that they did to our ancestors, man, our ancestors be rolling in their graves to see, how so many of us are laying in bed, are sleeping with the enemy, metaphorically and physically.
Right.
Literally sleeping, come home at night, to an oppressor in your bed, So you know, thank the Most High, you know, for the priests and prophets that's always bringing this truth out to you know, to make sure that our people don't forget,
Right.
you know, all the unaliving, all the injustice, the hangings, you know, the crafty councils, you know, the list goes on and on. Adawan, how, you know, my father told me how oppressors back in the day they stole my grandfather's land, you know, you know, you know, that
Wow.
that land would be worth a whole lot of money, you know, but you know, in today's time,
Right.
you know, ain't no telling how many acres it was, you know, back in the South,
Right.
you know, and I'm sure that happened to a lot of our people, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know, these devils got to pay, Adawan. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know,
Right. And they do.
I
And you
yield.
know, right. And you know what that sounds like also? The treaties that they broke with our Gadite brothers, our Reubenite brothers. You know?
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
Hey, so you know, real heavy points bringing out. I just found out recently, you know, he's back in Haiti. You know, some people stole my great grandma's land. She used to
Oh
operate.
wow.
She used to operate a foster, like a shelter, take in homeless people, feed them,
Right.
wash their clothes, all that stuff. And she, you know, something happened, and they stole land, man. It wasn't Edomites directly, but they sent in, you know, America sent in troops, and they took over, and they stabilized the nation,
Right.
right? So it's pretty much, you know, Biden took they say allegedly he took out the president, but he used, you know, sneaky means.
You're right, Khan.
You know what I mean? So,
Right. And you know what? And that sounds just like Esau. Esau always gotta be sneaky and gotta dip his hand into something that don't concern him. Like, stay out of our business, man. Let us be. Let us, you know what? If you just let us be and let us take care of our own, we'll be all right.
That's right.
You know, we can build right back up. But see, that's what they scared of. They scared we're gonna be bigger than them, better than them, because they already know we better than y'all anyway. We smarter, stronger, faster. You know, I mean, look how long it took us to build our own cities and towns. What was like 40, 60 years after slavery?
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
hey, so like a real heavy point you brought out. When we built our cities, we surpassed them. It got
Right.
so right. We beat them so bad that they had to come take out Black Wall Street. You know what I mean? So,
Right. You know, they took a lot of our cities and towns. And you know what? Because my sister always used to tell us, you know, like back then, you know, because she's like in her 80s, she's like in her mid 80s. So she always telling us like, you know, Esau, they were the ones that was suffering during the Great Depression. They were the ones that was suffering. They was going through it. We wasn't going through it, man. We had a lot of you know, black wealthy people. You know, a lot of us was wealthy. We wasn't hurting. You know, we had good jobs. We had our own towns. We had our own businesses, hospitals, you know, airports, all that. You know, hey, till MLK came along, took it away from them, lost everything.
That's Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
That's so heavy. I don't want, you know, what come to my mind when you say that, when you bring that out, is man, the Most High has given us, you know, perfect laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
And remember when the famine, when Joseph was in Egypt, you know, they didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But because the Most High was dealing with our people, he was dealing with Joseph. You know, Joseph, you know, he's like, man, you know, start, putting up, these years, these good years that we got, start saving us, and they're gonna carry us over when the bad years, when the famine kick in,
Right.
So like you were saying, when the Great Depression kicked in and the Edomites was doing bad, we was cool. We was okay,
Right. And it is so heavy that you should say that. I'm glad you brought that out because even today, what do we say? Man, we got to start saving up, man. Put back for for hard times. And that's what we do. A lot of us will put back and be like, man, shoot, this money's for hard times, and if it happens, man, I got a backup plan.
Come.
And I'm gonna say it again. The master plan was started in 1969.
That's right. That's right.
I.S.U.P.K is the master plan. We always looking for the master plan. This is the master plan. Getting this one body, getting this truth. I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA. You want a master plan? This is it right here.
Come on, sir.
None better.
So, like, if I could, Adawan.
Go ahead.
Because this time around, your money may not save you. If you don't, the only thing will save you this time around is the brotherhood. If you don't got the brotherhood, because we know we at the end. You know what I'm saying, Adawan? So.
Exactly. And it's gonna come a time where we're really, really gonna have to stick together.
Come on, sir.
And not depending on these heathens and not giving them homage and not giving them credit.
Right.
For everything that we do. Because the way it's looking like, because Black History Month, it's supposed to be for us, to remember, be like, hey, look, we had a lot of great inventions. We had a lot of great inventors. Let's give credit where credit is due. I mean, because you look at Purim, look at the homage we pay right now, thanks to Mordecai and Esther. So you got
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just piggybacking up where we was at, like how strong we are, how better we are than the white man and all these other heathen nations. It's like the way we grew up in poverty and the things we had to eat. Sometimes we survive off noodle packs.
Right.
Eggs, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we're gonna make from scratch, you know what I'm saying? White man comes last today just going through the things we've been through.
Exactly.
A minute, maybe a second. They'll commit suicide like they always do. You know what I'm saying?
They're
not trying to go through what we but that's why we try through the fire and we stronger. That's what makes us stronger than them and better than them forever and ever.
Right. And you know what? Good point. Very good point. Excellent point.
Get that brother a hand. Get that brother a hand.
Right. And you know what? And I'm so glad you said that because it's not just physical strength, but it's spiritually, mentally.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, because they'll unalive themselves real quick. You look at a lot of these movies, they do that in real life. Like what's that movie? RoboCop, the one where OCP was going through it. The old ones. Yeah, the old ones. Yeah, oh yeah, they was jumping out the windows and everything. They was unaliving themselves left and right. They were losing money. There's matter of fact, there's a movie out called The Game with it's with Sean Penn. Him and his brother. It's his game that he got his brother into. And he go ahead, sir. Michael Douglas. That was Michael Douglas. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Because he's wondering why his father unalived himself. So the game, when he played the game, and he started losing everything, they was putting him through it. And everything that his father went through, he was going through. And that's the reason why his father unalived himself. Why? He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the pressure.
Right.
Go ahead.
And if I may, the white man, that's how you know the white man all about
Salakia, the oppressor. We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to get flagged.
Well, our person, the oppressor, I want to. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know they all about $1. I was watching this series on Netflix about day trading.
Right.
One of the, you know what I'm saying, one of the persons they had lost, they had maybe put into maybe 750,000 into day trading.
Wow.
And found out they got an email from I want to say was it Robin Hood or something like that, one of the day trading companies. Salaki, you know what I'm saying, paraphrasing. Yeah,
Robin Hood. Yeah.
And he thought they sent him email saying that he didn't make that money off that bet he put in on the day trader, and he committed suicide.
Oh wow.
The next day, then the next day he got another email after he was unalive, saying that it was an error with Robin Hood.
Oh snap! So Robin Hood was actually robbing you for real. You're right. Wow. See, that's how serious it is to them. They can't take that. They can't. Oh, go ahead.
Hey, I was real heavy. I seen that. He offered himself. If he would have waited one day, he could have got it. That's right.
Wow.
You know these devils say the Lord's what is it? It's the now. What is it? What do it say? The Lord's delay. When he delays things, it's not his denials, right?
Right.
He couldn't wait for a few. You know what I mean? Wow. The devil, the rest of the devils.
Right.
That's right.
God. That's right. Wow.
That's right. Right.
Man. Slocky, anyone on a conference call? All right. Hey, any comments, any questions online? Azariah, Slocky, any questions, any comments online?
We just got sisters checking in, brother.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's the water. Y'all Bashem, y'all Shai Brakatha. Kawakhan.
Hey, Most High Christ. We got Sister Kala. All right, Sister Tazalaya. We got Young Man Run. We got Makolat going on over here. We got Officer Makolat Shalak. We got Officer, we got, what's that, UPK Shariah Carr. We got Nazam Anand. Salaki, that's it.
All right, hey, y'all Bashem, y'all Shai Brakatha. Brakatha to all the brothers. Y'all Shema al Thumb. Y'all Shai to all the sisters. Hey, the water for checking in.
That's right.
That's right.
But yeah, come, you know, it's like, but yeah, you know, that's how, you know, we declare our pedigree. You know, it goes by the father. You know, and Esau, you know, hey, look, you know, you want to, because it coincides with their birthday, with the Edomites' birthday. So basically, you just want to pay homage to them. You want to give thanks to them for what? This is supposed to be something for us.
Right.
If it's Black History Month or whatever you want to call it, you know, hey, it's supposed to be for us. Why would you want to include Edomites, the oppressor? You know, our slave master. Why would you want to include them into that?
Right.
You know, and that's just like, you know, you got cats out here that want to include them into our kingdom. You know, we always want to bring the, like, yeah, we got to save them. No, we are not Captain Saberho.
That's right.
Or Slocky. We are not Captain Saber 304.
Right.
You know, no, that ain't what we do up in here.
That's right.
You know, so I'm going to read a little bit more of this. And the thing about it, it says, it goes on and not just that it's their birthdays fall on it, but both of which Black communities have celebrated since the late 19th century. For example, in January 1897, school teacher Mary Church Terrell persuaded the Washington, D.C. school board to set aside the afternoon of Douglas's birthday as Douglas Day to teach about his life and work in the city's segregated public schools. The thought process behind the week was never recorded, but scholars acknowledge two reasons for its birth: recognition and importance. In 1915, Woodson had participated in the Lincoln Jubilee, a celebration of the 50 years since emancipation from slavery, held in Bronzeville, Chicago. The summer-long Jubilee, which drew thousands of attendees from across the county to see exhibitions of heritage and culture, impressed Woodson with the need to draw organized focus to the history of Black people. He held the founding of the ASNLH in Chicago that fall, toward the end of the Jubilee. I mean, and that's just like even now. You know, we got what is that? Juneteenth. You know, when we go down to Juneteenth, what do we see down there? Don't we? It's a lot of oppressors.
That's right.
You know, it's a lot of them. Like, why are y'all down here for us? If this is supposed to be something for us, we don't need you. And that's what this sounds like. This sounds just like the same setup. You know, we you got something to say?
Yeah, for me, I want
Cool.
no thanks to Martin Luther King and the Christian church. That's why they.
That's right.
Want to hold hands and be with.
That's right.
We can't go nowhere wrong with somebody.
Right, like we don't need your help.
That's right.
You know, we got to realize this. Go ahead, sir.
Out of one, even if
go ahead.
Salaki, sir, if I could, even if Frederick Douglass was an Israelite, right?
Right.
He still would be. Do you believe that he would be in the group of the Negroes, the bootleg, you know, like the Negroes that think they, you know,
Right.
I'm
quite sure, right? Because you look at it, he was even then he was in that league.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he put himself in that position. Right. So, Khan, I believe so.
So,
that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Real quick, last thing. I never would have thought that Jay-Z would be one in that a bootleg. When I, you know, coming up as a young man, listening to his music,
right?
You know, to see what he has become now, you know, and I, you know, I consider him in that group a bootleg, you know, bunch in the sellouts, the bootleg,
right? Because you know when General Mahaiman brought it out about how he single-handedly, you know, brought down the movement that Colin Kaepernick and the rest of the NFL players, you know, about taking a knee. These cats out here, these oppressors out here, unaliving your people. They protesting against that for the wrongdoings against Israel. How you gonna go against your own people, man? That's your people. That's sick. You gotta be real sick in the head. Something's wrong with you. But you want to run around talking about rock the vote. What is that? Vote or die or some crap like that?
Right.
So you're gonna die if you don't vote. Hell, we dying now.
That's right. Right.
Whether we vote or not, they still out here unaliving us. You know, there's some wicked Negroes out here. Go ahead, I don't want you gotta.
Yeah, Slovakia. Yeah, Jay-Z, you know what I mean? He grew up right around me. You know, Marcy Projects. 15 minutes, 20 minutes from where I was. Brooklyn. Everybody knows about this cat, man. People know about him. You know what I mean? He's just as, you know, corrupt. You know, like what all these people do. I found out about Drake, right? He you know, was beating on his woman and all that. That's what they do. They abuse the sisters. They run trains on them, turn them out.
Right.
And then they put it on their music, make them into the music girls. They take the little brothers, the little dude, hey man, like a guy who's decent natured, saying man, go go to the store, get me Phillies, man. They'll turn them out. Make them sell.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right.
That's my little, you know what I mean? Say, go get me some Phillies. Go smack that dude right quick. You know what I mean? They'll raise him under his wing, and that's what they do. And they become big, and they turn it back on the people.
Right. Right. You know, right. Turn it back on the people. They hate their people. They hate their own people. Is that somebody chiming in on the StreamYard? Pull them up if you want.
We'll see the one.
Kind of right next to Halak.
Oh, I got you.
Time.
Yeah,
Desmond. I am the bar. Well, yeah, Kyle, you know, and I wouldn't doubt it. You know, they hate their people, man. They grow up, you know, they make it, they become big, you know, and they turn on their own people. You know, so Khan, yeah, I do believe that. Hey, young man Desmond, y'all about Shem y'all shot Barakatah.
Shalom Yahweh. Shalom Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Barakatah.
How you doing, Doc?
Everything to what?
All right, what's going on? But yeah, Khan, you know, they that's what they do. They don't like their own people. And yeah, Khan, I believe he would have been even if he was a Israelite halak, I believe he would have been a bootlicker.
Mm-hmm. Kind of, sir.
So, I seriously wouldn't doubt it. Hey, come on. So, Khan, anybody got any else? Any questions, comments?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
You know, General Muhammad brought something out real heavy not too long ago, right?
Right.
He said, and this is real heavy out of one. I wish I would have been in the I.S.U.P.K. when my children were younger. I could have taught them this. You know, so you know, when your kids go to school and their teachers tell them to write an essay for Black History Month on you know, famous Black people.
Right.
He said he always teaches children to write on Jesus Christ, or if I'm not mistaken, Nat Turner. You know, and it was just you know, it was just so heavy, you know, because I never even learned about Nat Turner in high school. I had to learn about those things as an adult. Those people, you know, on my own.
Right.
Because you know they don't ever teach. You know, we get the usual suspects: Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. You know, we never get the true revolutionaries. So,
right. You know, we get who else? We get the Benjamin Banneker's. You know, go ahead. Malcolm X. We get Malcolm X. See, we get all the. They always give us the good Negroes.
Right.
You know, the good. You know, the bow down, and you know, you've been a good boy, good girl. You know, pat you on the head. You know, you a credit to your race. You know, that's who they always give us. The same old good Negroes, Uncle Tom's, Aunt Jemima's, you know, year after year, year in, year out.
Right.
You know, I mean, I was going to do, I thought about doing an individual history tonight, but I wanted to go, I thought it would be interesting to find out the origins of where Black History Month came from, you know,
okay,
what's involved with it. So, you know, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Come.
You know, the root of it. Go ahead.
You did say Black History Month was created in 1926, right?
Con. That was part of, you know, yeah, Con. But yeah, You know, and it's like we got to keep Esau out of this. Halak,
Come on, sir.
get me Matthew 6:24.
Come on, sir.
Because our problem is we want to love the oppressor, you know, but we want to talk Jesus, 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 Jesus. But love our oppressor. And then Jesus, 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 Jesus. You know, hallelujah, hallelujah. You know, my God is a good God and all this and that and the third. But at the same time, you want to include the oppressor. You want to God loves everybody. You know, everybody come to my church. Everybody's welcome. Let me know when you get that, Halak.
Come on, sir.
And young man Brian, get me Obadiah 10:1.
Come on, sir.
10:1. All right, Kai, you ready, Halak?
Come on.
All right, go ahead, read.
Come on, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 24.
6:24. Salakia, Matthew 6:24.
Salakia, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 6 and 24.
Right.
And it reads, leave there thy gift before the altar.
Hold on, Salakia. Hold on. That might be.
Salakia,
I might have gave you the wrong verse. It might have been the right verse from the first one.
So that was on me. Okay, I got it right this time.
You can't love two masters.
Come on, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Right.
For either he will hate the one and love the other.
Right. No man can love two masters. You're either going to love one or hate the other. And that's what a lot of our people are doing, especially when you try to follow these so-called black leaders, these entertainers. You try to make them leaders, these entertainers, these athletes. And because you see how wicked they are, they don't care about you. They're going to teach you to serve massa. So either you're going to love the Most High or you're going to hate him and love your oppressor. Which is it? Which is going to be?
That's right.
And because, you know, one, you get a temporary piece of the pie. You get a little crumb. But the Most High, hey, look, you get the whole earth, a kingdom, a
That's
crown
right.
upon your head.
Right.
You know, you get forever life. And I ain't talking about you gonna live forever. I'm talking about through your children, generation through generation. You know, you're gonna come back through your children. You know, you're gonna have power.
Right. That's so heavy, Adawan. If I may, remember when the NBA players were protesting and somehow at the front of it was LeBron James, but somehow Barack Obama contacted LeBron James and got him to convince everybody else to start back playing again.
Right.
So while you know, so many of our people are following these people, these so-called entertainers, celebrities, all of them have handlers, you know. So it goes back to this scripture, like you bring it out. You know, you can't serve two masters. You know, they're not loyal to us. They're not loyal to their own people. They're loyal to the oppressor who writes their check.
Right.
You know? So I yield.
Right. You know, and that is so true. They so loyal to, you know, as long as they can cut them that check, They are all right.
Right.
Everything else doesn't even matter. Nothing else matters. Your people don't matter. You know what we're going through don't matter. Hey, look, as long as I got that check.
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
I saw something earlier. You know, they classified this dude. He came out of Egypt, right? And he wanted to be classified as African or black. But they wouldn't do it. They said on this paperwork, he said white, right? So they look like all the people that came out of Europe, North Africa, those type of areas, classified as white.
Wow.
And you know, it looks like the ones who classify as black is us.
Right.
It's black is like a status, you don't know who you are. That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? Even
right.
The Egyptians are classified as white. You know, supposed to be Spain as white, right? And you know, they try to do it because you know we're the lost children. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You know, and that's how that you should bring that up because you know they're not the original Egyptians over there anyway.
Right.
The so-called Africans are the original Egyptians. You know, that was them that the Most High was kicking butt when we was in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, beating them down with all them plagues.
Right.
So yeah, you know, and it's like we love these other nations, and we rather bow to them, love them, and care about them than your own people, than the Most High. Like, if you can sell us out, you will do it.
That's right. I don't want.
You know, just like.
Go so go ahead.
Oh, hold on for a second. Just like the Super Bowl last night. Speaking of which, my sidebar right quick. You know, I seen a post where brother, you know, he was like, "It's Black History Month. You know, it's the Super Bowl, but you know they ain't saying nothing about no Black History Month. Nothing about Black history." And if you look at a lot of them Super Bowl commercials, you know, some of them, you know, it's like straight interracial, you know, promoting interracial marriages, you know, and come together, you know, Jesus, that one with Jesus, you know, everybody come together and all this, like, no. And then you got then you want to look up to Usher and Alicia Keys, you know, y'all think, you know, first thing people, oh, they're performers. That's the only thing, you know, it's only a performance. That's the song. You know, that's because, you know, part of the song, you know, they performed the song together. This, that, the third. Well, the way he was groping her and she wasn't resisting him, you know, hey, look, like I said, I'm going to say it again. Tell that to the Most High. Tell God that. Tell God it's only a performance.
Right.
Tell him that is, you know, just part of the song. That is harmless.
Right.
And see if he don't knock you in the dirt. Coming to me with that nonsense. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Come to me with that nonsense while he's backhand you. You his child, he can do that anyway. So but yeah, you know, we want to give but this just goes to show you, man. We want to give the oppressor and the heathens, we want to give them credit. Always want to give them credit. Any more of that? Halak?
My mind just went somewhere else. Adam, when you brought that whole Alicia Keys and Usher thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I know you had something to say. Go ahead.
Imagine if you know being married to her and having a like a 13-year-old son that's you know that know his mother is married to his father, but he sees his mother on TV being groped by this other man.
Right.
You know.
See,
that's a rough one right there, Adam.
You know, because you look at it, you got these little kids out here looking at it, and it's like these little boys gonna be like, oh, okay, it's okay to do that with another man's woman.
Right.
You know, hey, to keep sin out of Israel, we gotta stop that. You know, I see cats coming being mad because we coming against that. I don't care about you being mad.
Right.
Hey, you can come against us all you want. It still ain't gonna stop nothing. The laws are still the laws. That's that
right.
man's woman.
That's right.
And she should know better. She should have been like, hold on, we can't go but so far. Like, there's certain ways that you could have performed that song without being up under each other like that.
Come on, sir. Salaki.
Because it's like he down there had his hand like in between her legs, like literally. You have something to say?
Come on, damn right, Adawan. It's so heavy.
Ahead,
I got a precept, Adawan.
Go ahead.
Because that's that. I'm telling you, Adawan. Like when the king of Persia, when he called his woman to come to come to the court, and she resisted, and his men around him, they said something got to be done, or else our women gonna think that they can do this. They can get down. They can do this too. They can be disobedient like this too. So
right.
So he ended up kicking her to the curb, and then that's how Esther was. Ended up
right.
Okay, so when you see this is a result of Will Smith not checking Jada. So you know what I'm saying. So you give him an inch. I'm telling you, seeing what's a little leaven the whole lump. You know what I'm saying? A little sin. If you don't check, if you don't nip that sin in the bud, it'll run rampant. That's why we don't play no games up in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We nip those things in the bud. You know what I'm saying? So here you go. These women. They go to the Usher show, and if I may, I don't want the Kiki Palmer too. She didn't get checked. Nothing really happened to her. He took her back.
Right.
So these women see that they see that there's no true repercussion, and they just think, they just play their men like simps,
Exactly.
So, but that ain't going on up in the I.S.U.P.K. We ain't going for that. I yield.
Right. And
if I could bring this precept out of one.
Go ahead. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. We have any questions, any comments online?
No question. We got three. Got Officer chiming in, and
Amatza. Hey.
Got young man Ron chiming in.
All right, y'all about to show me how to a thumb. The water for checking in. All right. Okay. And right, go ahead with your precept.
Come, sir. The book of Esther, chapter 1 and verse 10. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mahuman, Bitha, Abana, Bigtha, and Abakta, and Theth, and Zethar, and Carcas, the 7 chamberlain that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to show the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on. Verse 12. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Verse 13. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner towards all that knew law and judgment. And next unto him was Karshina, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Mears, Marcina, and Memucan, the seven princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face, and which sat the first in the kingdom. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to the law? Because she has not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlain. Verse 16. And Memucan answered before the king and the princess, Vashti, the queen, hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes. So when these men, especially these celebrities, these ones in high positions, and they let their women, get on stage and do all and run rampant, do all this wickedness and let it go unchecked, they not only do themselves a disservice, but they do all Israel a disservice. Because these other women see it and they think it's cool. They think they can do it too. They think they can do it. That's so, and that's when you have the Beehive and what are the other cliques? And you have all these women following Sexy Red, thinking that she's cool.
Right.
They not only do, they husband a disjustice, but they do all of Israel all the men a disjustice. So I yield, Adawan.
Exactly, because they looking at it like, she, as to how they say she's living her best life, or you go girl and all that, and because it's like listening to the Ricky Smiley morning show this morning on the way to work. One of the sisters on the show, she was like, "Shoot, if that was me, I'd still be there. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that." And then they was talking about, well, if you feel like, he might be insecure and all that, you shouldn't be insecure. Like, that ain't insecure. That's disrespect.
That's right.
That's very disrespectful.
That's right.
And she right. And she allowed it to happen. She disrespected her husband.
That's right.
And her kids. You got the children looking at this. How you look like with your child looking at your mom being groped by another man, not your dad.
Right.
Right. You think that child wouldn't be mad at the mother too?
Right.
And Swiss Beats, man, he's such a simp. He gonna say, "Oh, I ain't mad. Everybody should make a big deal out of it." Like, yeah, why not? You her husband. That man is not her husband. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wow, real heavy points bringing out, Ephesians 5:22, right? To 23, right? Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body.
Right.
One more, if I may, right?
24.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be subject unto the husbands in everything.
Con. Exactly. Unto your own husband. Right. Not no other man. That's real wicked. But this is what we want. But you know, hey, look, I.S.U.P.K is here to stop all that.
That's right.
You know, y'all don't like the fact that we getting in your way. We ain't allowing you to be a good slave. You know,
Right.
we ain't allowing massa to come into the kingdom as an equal.
That's right.
All right. I'll get a little bit more into this article. Time's at 8:13. Okay, we got plenty of time. We'll leave off at okay. Where we at? All right, here we go. Early in the event's history, African American newspapers lent crucial support. From the event's initial phase, primary emphasis was placed on encouraging the coordinated teaching of the history of Black Americans in the nation's public schools. The first Negro History Week was met with a lukewarm response, gaining the cooperation of the Departments of Education of the states of North Carolina, Delaware, and West Virginia, as well as the city school administrations of Baltimore, New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Despite the limited observance, Woodson regarded the event as one of the most fortunate steps ever taken by the association, and plans for an annual repeat of the event continued. Right. You know, lukewarm. That's how it was received. Basically, they was kind of iffy about it. It was like, okay, we'll let them have it, but I don't know. Let's give it some more thought. Let's think about this. You know, it's like they want to. If it was up to them, they probably would have scrapped the whole thing. You know, and then what gets me is, okay, if this was in the 1926, if this was in the 1920s, weren't we segregated? They shouldn't have had no say-so. No oppressor should have had no say-so in our education back then.
That's right.
You know, they shouldn't have had no say-so whatsoever. Like, why are you involving them in it anyway? If this is something that you want to do for your own people, go ahead and do it. Aren't we segregated? Ain't we separate from y'all? So why would we need your permission? Like, we got to break up out of that mentality that we need them when we don't need them. Need them for what? We proved that we don't need them. We've been proving it. And my thing is, we got all this billions of dollars. Let's just say you got athletes, you got rappers, singers, you got all these actors, actresses. You know, why don't y'all put your money together and build your own studios, build your own sports teams? You got enough money to do it. Well, we so busy worrying about what the oppressor gonna say, what he gonna do. We so worried about trying to involve them, like they act like they need them. Because what does Stephen A. Smith say? Oh, I wake up every morning, thinking about how I can make my bosses more money. When you can be thinking about how to make your people more money. How you can bring your people in. How can we run this?
Right.
Do it for ourselves. You see what they said, hey, look, they really didn't even want you to have Black History Month.
Come.
They said it was received with lukewarm. Not hot to trot, lukewarm. Not burning with fire like, yeah, this is going to be hot. This is going to be fire. Let's do this,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. It's the article just telling you it was met with lukewarm. You know, because go ahead.
I mean, I don't know if this pertains to this, but would it go back to paraphrasing from when it said that the land was given to the hands of the wicked? That's why they.
Right, it is. Con. No, it is. This whole earth, you know, is given to the hands of the wicked.
That's why they're not. That's why they're selfish. That's why they don't want to look out for their people. That's why they want to build up all the money they got. They want to build up another Black Wall Street or another city for, you know what I mean, the 12 tribes, or, you know what I mean, just anything for the 12 tribes in general. There's nothing been done with all these athletes and actors and actresses and these celebrities, all the money they got, as we said, put together, let alone they can't do nothing, you know what I'm saying, because it was given to the hands of the wicked.
Right. And you know, the oppressor is the wicked. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, so I got that verse. Job 9:24. If you want to get it.
Khan, Job 9:24. A lot. You got that? Job 9:24.
Come on, sir. The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
Right. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who's the wicked? We all know who that. We should all know that by now. You know, the oppressor, the caveman, the pale man.
That's right.
You know, they're a very arrogant race. You know, if it ain't about them, if they can't have their hand in it, yeah, look. You know, they think they're untouchable, can't be touched, none of that. Go ahead.
Hey, Salaki, whatever points bringing out, you know what I mean? As brother say, it's right. The world's given to these oppressors, man, and that's why, you know, what like with Usher, when he first came to the game, he was P. Diddy's little boy.
Right.
He used to go to parties with him, he used to hug them and say, "Oh man, we just woke up and we just had the best time." And then, what? He said, "Oh no, pause, hold on." But that's what they do, because he has the world. What he does is corrupt, you know, the little boys and little girls, and like
right.
That's what he's done to Cassie or whatever the Cassidy, right there, that girl. So they corrupt them. They corrupt the women. What they do to them, they corrupt the boys. They grow up to be like Usher, and then try to be like Mr. Steal Your Woman. That's the word right there.
Right.
That's what they do. You know, like these smart hats give them the money, they take the bag, and they just run with it. You know, they just got little plans, and they got little officers.
Right.
Right, and that's what they do. They try to emulate the government, but it's the on the left hand side. They got the little enforcers on the side, those who collect the money. They got the other ones who go they got one who can work with the girls. They got one who does the treasury. And one who works with the, you know what I mean? It's like a government. You know what I mean?
Right. A government within themselves.
Right.
You know? And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because that is so true. That is so true. You know, and they so wicked.
That's right.
You know, and they using them. Oh, they don't, man, they got to realize, come on, they using you to help destroy your own people.
Right.
You know? Like, come on. I mean, and this ain't the first time Usher has done it. Usher is known for doing that anyway. Because who was that? That was Mary J. Blige, who kept trying to push him away. Like, why are you trying to be up on me? Like, nah. Yeah, was it Keke Palmer? Oh, okay, Keke Palmer, okay. She had enough sense and she had enough integrity and moral about herself at that moment. Be like, hold on, what you doing, bro? Like, nah, get up off me. You know?
Salaki, sir.
I'll give her a little credit for that. Go ahead.
No, it wasn't Keke Palmer. It was the other one. Because Keke Palmer was a whore.
Who was it?
She was ratchet.
I thought it was Mary J. I thought it was Mary J. Blige.
It may have been her, but it damn sure wasn't Keke Palmer.
All right. But yeah, you know. Yeah, Con.
Yeah, Kiki Palmer Usher. I got it right there. Kiki, Kiki Palmer had a husband at the time, and Usher was groping all on her in front of the husband. The husband, he ain't had nothing to say about, you know what I mean? It's like
Right.
he really had nothing to say to stand up for himself as a man. He was just like whatever. Like,
Right.
yeah,
But she was trying to push him away.
I want to say he was trying to push her away out of one. She was getting down with him.
Oh wow. Oh, she was getting down with it. Like, and the husband was too weak. He didn't even want to stand up. He didn't want to be a man and be, hey man, like, bitch, Slovakia, what you doing? Like, no. Right. And see, that's another thing, man. Like, y'all brothers, y'all gotta start stepping up. You know? Y'all so stop being so scared about what other people think. No, you insecure or you know, you ain't trying to let your woman have no fun. Like, you know, you ain't no trust. And I'm like, hell, no, ain't no trust. Number one, don't get with her in the first place if you know how she is. You know, if she got to run behind every Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know, and spread her legs like, hey, Kanye, he should have left that cave dog alone.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like it's natural for a man to feel disrespected by his woman being groped, but just because everybody want to follow this world, they gotta say what's pleasing to the ear. You know, they gotta please they gotta please the oppressor. They can't get on there and get mad or nothing like that. They gotta. It's like everybody want to follow the world. So if they say walking in doodle is cool, everybody will do it. They don't really want to say their real feelings.
Exactly. Exactly. You ain't never lying about that. You know, I want to do what they doing. Matter of fact, you know, why would you want to why would you want to follow a man that had your people into slavery? Like, you know, I'm talking about harsh slavery, chains and whips, and you know how hard and physical it is to pick cotton. You know, we out here in the sweltering heat and in the worst conditions. You know, wintertime comes, we barely got any heat. You know, we got drafts, you know, holes and, you know, drafts coming in through the houses, the little slave houses and all that.
Right.
You know, raggedy clothes, raggedy blankets. You
So
know,
like
we huddling up with each other trying to stay warm. And then we got to get up early in the morning. You know how cold it is in the wintertime when early in the morning. You know, we going through them rough conditions like that. Go ahead.
It's bringing out heavy points, you know. Like these devils, man, they just shut down a camp, right? Like they had camps and everything under the bridge or wherever it's at. They better shut it down, burn it, throw it away, you know, and spend millions and millions to do that. Better just build them houses, you know, because the person's a damn devil, you know. So that's right.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Right. I mean, boy, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that. That's just straight wickedness. Like you just don't want up, boy. We get no mercy. Yeah, so this.
Yeah, just if I may, I want to do like they say that we ain't in slavery no more, this and that. But we slaving for $1 every day. Slaving for
Right.
keep it, you know what I mean? Such and such like just, you know what I mean? Just to say like how we used to pick cotton.
Right.
The dollar bill is made out of 70%, 75% cotton and 25% linen.
Wow.
It's the same thing. They think it's paper. No, it's made out of cotton. 75% cotton.
Are you serious?
Cotton on cotton.
I did not know that.
Still picking for the still
If
picking
he-
rice for
You're right. Boy. What I have you hold? Obadiah 10:1. Right. I mean, these are the people that you want to follow and be like and follow behind, and these are some very wicked, violent people. They're very arrogant. They have no morality, no integrity. They always want to call us criminals. Everybody's a criminal but them. Everybody does wrong but them.
Shalaki Adawa.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it go back to what you were saying about you can't serve two masters. Either you love one and you hate the other one. So everybody, if you got money in this world, like you cool, like you can have herpes or whatever, like Usher, whatever. As long as you got money, you cool. You can go rape women or do whatever you want to. You can grab them by the cookie. And as long as you got money, everybody love you in this world. So you can't hear the men of Israel saying that them things is wrong because you say you serving the other master. You hate the Lord of Israel. You hate him because you can't serve two masters. So this whole
Right.
world, like they hear us out there yelling, but they gonna love one and they gonna hate the other one. So at the end of the day, it's like in a white man and an oppressor, he's so wicked he's so wicked that he put all these things in our face to keep us sinning. In like the go back to what you were saying about I was thinking about the Malcolm X thing. Uh, like they keep Malcolm X was kind of militant, but in the end he was like come together with the white folks. So they got to put that out
Right.
there. They gotta put that out there for him. So everything they got it's like that crafty cancel that they word is smooth as butter, but in their heart is war. So everything they do and we see on TV, it got to be allowed by the oppressor, and everybody fall for it because the oppressor wanted to stop this stuff. But his words too he crafty, and he's smooth as butter. So he put that thing out there, and our people just follow it because you can't serve two masters.
That's right.
Exactly. And they hate, and that's how you know that they that's how you know that they hate their own people. Because if they didn't hate their own people, they would help their people. But since you hate people, you love master because master giving you everything. It don't take much coughing for master to make to make no moonshine. I got how did Chicken George say? I got good pine wood floors. It don't take much coughing for master to make some moonshine. And they don't even care that they're paying them to oppress their own people. They're paying them to destroy us.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
But that's what I.S.U.P.K is here. We're the deterrent.
Come.
Hey, look, we ain't getting paid for this. But don't get it twisted. Because when Christ returns, our reward is greater than any reward that you will ever get in this kingdom.
That's right.
That's right.
Our reward is we got to be running this. We got to have our own kingdom. We got to have crowns. We got to be in rulership.
Right.
I'd rather suffer right now. I'd rather do this work, suffer, be poor, broke. But guess what? I got my brothers. I got my sisters.
Come.
Hey, so look, I'm straight. They straight.
Come.
Brotherhood is a weapon. That's why I say brotherhood is a weapon.
Right.
So y'all just keep on getting paid, to destroy your people. So you think you are. But as long as I.S.U.P.K is here, as long as these powerful priests and prophets and I.S.U.P.K is here, hey, look, We gotta stop all of that.
That's right.
Because eventually it's gonna come to the point where your money ain't gonna mean jack.
Right. That's right.
They don't care how much shucking and jiving, you know, and entertaining and, you know, singing and rapping and all that. Because when that time comes, for them, they're gonna stick to their own people.
Mm-hmm.
So you better, hey, look, you better start sticking to your own people.
That's right.
Better stop listening to these entertainers,
Right.
Salaki,
athletes. You got something to say? Oh,
Salaki out of what?
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I can't think of the verse, but it's like it wasn't it. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. Wasn't it Jesus? I mean, Yahweh said, like Israel. Egypt used to be bumping, because they had us in slavery. They was doing their thing like America is, but then Jesus said somewhere that when my father come through here, it ain't gonna be a stone on top of a stone. He gonna wipe this thing out, man. And then you look at Egypt now; it ain't nothing but a desert. He wiped it out. The old King Tut and all that, the gold and all that. They ain't doing it like they used to be doing it. Because
Right.
I said, when my father come through this thing, so I guess what's gonna happen to America? Why they think they doing something right now? When my father come through this thing, it ain't gonna be a stone on top of a stone. And it's another part where it said, when they try to rebuild, I'm gonna throw down. So y'all ain't even gonna be I'm gonna be tearing y'all thing up. Y'all gonna try to rebuild it, and I'm gonna throw it down every time. It's over for them.
Right. Exactly. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, I think he means Obadiah 1:18.
Obadiah 1:18.
I think our young man, he got that, right?
Con. Okay, Con. Read that right quick for me.
Come, sir. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remainder of the house of Esau.
Right.
For the Lord has spoken it.
Right.
Right. Hey, look, a heavy point. I'm glad you brought that out. Because, hey, look, the Most High is going to throw it all down.
That's right.
This kingdom, hey, because you can see every day it's getting closer and closer for Esau's kingdom to fall.
Right.
The Lord has said it. He declared Esau's kingdom. Hey, look, it's going down. No stone shall be unturned, no stone on top of stone. Like, just because from my understanding, America's going to be a straight desert. Only ones that are going to be able to thrive on here is going to be animals, like lizards, snakes. You might get a little few birds here and there, predatory birds or whatever. But other than that, America is done.
That's right.
You got to throw down Esau's kingdom. I'm glad you brought that out. Any comments online?
I'm not Salaki. I wanted to know if I could.
Go ahead.
Was that the verse that young man was referring to?
I believe so.
Okay.
Can I, Salaki, sir? I'm gonna find it.
That was who?
Salaki, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
Young man Desmond, I think you want Matthew chapter 24 and verse
Was it Matthew? I thought it was Obadiah.
Matthew 24 and verse 2.
Salaki, sir. I think it's Malachi 1 and 4. It said, can I read?
Go ahead.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have been in indignation forever. I read it again.
Con.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
Right. Hey, I'm liking these precepts, y'all, cause y'all bringing them out, ain't you? Most High Christ, damn right. That's right. Heck yeah. Hey, look, once again, the Most High. Hey, look, Most High. Yeah, he ain't playing with Esau. He's letting you know, in both them scripts, he ain't playing with Esau. Like Esau's about to be done. His man, like America, you built this up. Well, we built this up. You know, you built it up off our backs. You know, hey, it's got to get thrown down.
That's right.
You know, it's got to be ground to dust. It's got to be desolate. Like, you know, hey, Esau know his destruction is coming.
Right.
And he's fighting very, very hard to keep his kingdom, to stay in power. You know, hey, what you had, Halak?
Come on, sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another,
Right.
that shall not be thrown down.
That's right.
Right. One stone upon another, right. These buildings, you know, these bridges, everything that they built up off of our backs.
That's it right there.
You know, they cracked that whip on our backs. We built this, just like we built up Egypt. And what did he do to Egypt? Threw it down.
Come on.
Threw it down.
Come on.
You know, you pile them stones up on top of each other and throw them down. That wouldn't even work. Go ahead.
The water, Trooper, Halak. That is it. That is it. That's that one.
Right, that's what you was looking for.
Concept.
Come on, if I may,
right. You know, so this lets you know. I mean, because everything that Esau does is to keep him in power and to keep us destroyed.
Right.
You know, and he don't just want to keep us destroyed. He wants to keep all 12 tribes destroyed.
That's right.
Just like what was that? Standing Rock. You know, he wanted to run pipelines through there. And yeah, I keep mentioning it because this got to be ground. This got to be drilled into your head. Black and Hispanic American Indians.
That's right.
You know, you got to understand. Like we understand the I.S.U.P.K. You know, who the devil is, the wicked upon the earth. You know, look at all these treaties that he made with our brothers, with our Gadite and Reubenite brothers, and broke them all. Didn't boy, with no hesitation. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Salakia, right? You know, it was brought up by the general recently. We talking about Gadites and whatnot. There's a brother, Gadite brother named Galvarino.
Khan.
Right? He cut up both of his arms, and you know, he got, instead of giving up, he put 2 blades in each of his arms, the stumps. That became a monster. You know what I mean? They took out his right arm, whatever it was. He said, you know what? Take out my other one. I'm not gonna betray my brothers. You know what I mean? So,
Khan, right. I remember when he brought that out. Right. You know, he was like, hey, look, he had blades on both his stubs and went to work. You know, the original Wolverine, as General Muhammad said, the original Wolverine, you know, went to work. Or go to town, as we used to say, you know. Hey, look, for real. Hey, that's a black history for you.
Right.
You know, that was a brother.
That's right.
You know, more black history. Go ahead.
Revelations chapter 13, verse 10 pertain to what you were saying, piggybacking on what you were saying about how, I mean, a white man trying to keep their kingdom and all that, but you know, prophecy got to be fulfilled, and it's going to be fulfilled, but you can bring it up.
Go ahead and read it.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
God.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right. Because they led us into captivity. You know, they unalived us with the sword. And their modern, what's their modern day sword? God, exactly, the gun. You know, and because they still doing it to us today. You know, back then they literally had swords. They didn't just carry guns literally back then, but they carried knives. You know, swords. You know, some even carried hatchets. You know, hey, look, they was unaliving us then the same way that they doing it today. You know, they unaliving us with the sword. Hey, we same thing with them.
That's right.
We got to turn around and we got to do the same thing to them. You know, they led us into captivity. You know, hey, they got to go into captivity. We're going to bring them into captivity.
Oh, God.
You know, when a big black man named Christ returns, they're going into captivity.
Good
You
night.
know, well, that's why Christ said, hey, bring them before me and slay them. You know?
Oh, God. Slack it.
Go ahead.
You got a precept, Adawan?
Go ahead.
If I could, sir. The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is.
Go ahead. Yeah, I like that.
Come, sir. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Right. For all you Christians, God loves everybody. Hey, it ain't anybody, not my Jesus. Not my God. My God is an all-loving God. But what did he say?
As it is written.
As it is written. As it is written where? In that Bible. In our history book.
That's right.
This is our book, our records.
That's right.
You know, that's where it's written at.
That's right.
You know, as it is written. It ain't written no other way. It ain't written in no other book. But the book of the black man, the Bible. And when I say black man, I am talking about black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians who make up the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Damn right.
Go ahead, read.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
No, Jacob have I hated. No, Jacob have I hated.
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob, he's okay. I can kind of deal with him.
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob have I loved.
But Esau have I hated.
No, Esau, I loved him too.
But Esau have I hated.
But Esau, no, that's my little buddy.
Esau have I hated.
Man, me and Esau cool than a mofo.
But Esau have I hated.
Man, Esau, that's my ace boon coon.
Esau have I hated.
Esau have I hated. That don't sound like love to me.
Right.
You know, and it ain't that he just hates Esau because of the color of his skin, his blonde hair, blue eyes, which is a recessive gene anyway. There's nothing special about blonde hair and blue eyes.
Right.
But yeah, you know, he hates him righteously because of the crimes that he's committed. And most importantly, the crimes that he's committed against us.
That's right.
Right.
You know, and against the whole earth.
That's right.
Matter of fact, give me young man Brian, give me Obadiah 10:1. 10:1. Obadiah 10:1. You know, he don't care for Esau. You know, and Esau's still mad because he gave up his birthright. He sold it for red meat. Once again, Esau don't like to lose nothing. But in Esau's case, instead of unaliving himself, he wanted to unalive his own brother because you're the one who sold your birthright. You're the one who gave it away for a little nothing. Just like the treaty, because you really didn't want to give nothing up. That's why you was breaking all the treaties that you made with my brothers.
That's right.
You broke all them treaties. You like a little kid, a little child. You want to give something and then have a hissy fit. You know, like a little spoiled little brat child. You got that for me?
Hold on, one card.
Oh.
It's 1 in 10.
1 in 10? Oh, con.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob shall come, Salakia. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
They what?
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Thy violence against, stop right there. Thy violence. What's the violence? Unaliving us, beating us for nothing. You know, right. Hunting our steps. Exactly. Hunting our steps. You know, you doing it all because of our skin color at that.
Right.
You hate you just for the mere hatred of our skin color.
Right.
Go ahead, read that. Read.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right. Shame shall cover thee. You know? And how does shame cover thee? Anybody can answer.
Salakia, out of one.
Go ahead.
When the Most High throw him down.
That's right.
Right. You know, all that shame, you know, look, because you already know they try to try to hide in their little bunkers and in the mountains and all that. You know, they're gonna try to what do they call that? Doomsday preppers and all that. You know how they little underground bunkers and all up in the mountains and stuff, and you know, cause what did Esau love to say? This is how you know that they attached to the mountains and them hills. Run for the hills. Run for the hills.
Right.
You know, that especially back in the in them days where what is that? The Roswell days, you know, the Martians are coming. Head for the hills. Yeah. You know, they what was that? And they used to think that the moon was made of blue cheese or whatever. Like, you know, there's Martians, there might be life on Mars and all that. And, you know, Martians go, you know, head for the hills. They love saying head for the hills.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the habitations is in the mountains, the cliff of the mountains. That's
right.
that's why they build all these skyscrapers.
Oh, come.
You know?
Salaki out of one.
Go ahead.
You know, like they like to say, you know, the first man is from Africa, which, you know, we know that in I.S.U.P.K. that the Africa is a continent and Israel is on that continent, but the white man try to make it like everybody from Africa. He know he from the mountains, but
right.
But you got people been living in Africa for 100 years as white, and they still white as a lily white snow, and they ain't turned black yet. They said they you know, it's a saying that they walked across the world or whatever, and they became lighter, because it's something like that I used to hear. But that's a lie, because them was they still lily white, and they've been living in Africa forever. So
you know,
right.
And my thing, right. And you know, that's just like they love to say, you know, we evolved from apes. Why aren't the apes evolved then? Why aren't the apes became men and women? You know, what happened to them? So it was just like a certain group of apes that evolved into man. And if apes evolved from, and if man evolved from apes, where was the women at? So what? They had sex with the apes, with the female apes, because they came from apes, evolved from apes. I mean, how did they breed? That's what I want to know. Saki, sir, you got something to say?
Oh yeah, Salaki, every point you bring it out, it was brought out that a lot of these oppressors got something called an RH negative blood type, right?
Right.
And the RH stands for rhesus, and rhesus monkey. And so they literally evolved from monkeys, right? And you can see it, and all of them that's like the Illuminati, the top families and whatnot. A lot of them got that bloodline. And you know what I mean? It's called RH negative. And it's some real crazy stuff. You can look it up, It's like,
What?
yeah, rhesus.
I heard about the RH and all that.
Yeah.
That sounds like some old Edomite. That sounds like some that sounds like something they would come up with. You know?
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Is that the Neanderthal gene?
I believe so. God. That's what it sounds. Well, that's what it sounds like. You know. What time? Oh, it's 8:54. I want to finish this article up, but yeah, y'all came coming with some good precepts. So, hey, look, it's all good though. You know. Hey, any more questions? Any more comments? We got time. What time is it? Yeah, it's only 8:54. So, I'm looking. We could probably bring out one more precept. Right, but yeah, these cats. You got to start. They got to love their brothers. Give me Give me John 13:34.
Come on, sir.
But yeah, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, and that's all they have been towards us. Especially, look, they've been violent towards us. What? Since we was ran out of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Right. Ever since then, they've been violent. Look how violent they ran us out of there. They cut off supplies. We couldn't get in, couldn't get out. We starving. They want to come in, they want to cut us down.
Yeah.
Then when we ran into the west coast of Africa, look how they captured us, chained us up, slaughtered a lot of us. Coming out of ships, a lot of us, either if they didn't throw us off, we was jumping. Yeah. Because sharks today, they still following that path, that North Atlantic slave trade. That was nothing but a blood trail. That's what I call it. A blood trail. Just like you got the Trail of Tears, we got the blood trail.
Yeah.
And then when we got here, they were still violent because what was they doing? They're beating us. Again, tying us up. They what do you call that? Buck breaking. You think not that ain't violent, because that's a Rainbow Connection. That's a Rainbow Connection act. That's a very violent act for a man to go up inside of another man in the rear. Come on, man. Pumping us in the rear. That's a very violent, wicked act. You got that for me?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead, read that.
Come on, sir. The book of John, chapter 13 and verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you.
Right. A new commandment I give unto you. And we all know this is Christ speaking. He said he gave us a new commandment. Go ahead, read.
Common concept. That ye love one another.
Right, that you love one another. Not your enemy, not include your enemy into everything you do. Go ahead, read.
Common concept. As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. You know, that's a new commandment. And we're supposed to love each other as he loved us.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Yeah, common concept.
What's the precept to that? A man who laid down his life for his friend.
Common concept.
You know? Just like Christ. Christ laid his life down for us.
Right.
You know? That's how he loved us. You know, love your brother the same way. You know, that's what we do in the I.S.U.P.K. That's what I.S.U.P.K. is for.
That's right.
Common
You know?
concept.
Hey, look. Brotherhood is a weapon. We ain't stressing that and we ain't saying that for nothing. You know? You know, we love our brothers and sisters up in here.
Common concept.
You know? We got each other's back. We'll fight for each other. Don't think you just gonna come up in here without getting checked.
That's right.
This ain't the Christian church.
That's right.
You know, ain't gonna be no Dylan Roofs coming up in here. This is exclusively for Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians only.
That's right.
You know, ain't gonna be no Dylan Roofs coming up in here.
Right.
You know, if you are Edomite and you are any type of other race, you come up in here, it's only you better be a reporter to do an interview or something, and you will get checked.
Common concept.
Go ahead, sir. You have something to say.
Hey, Salaki, I ain't seen it on the news so much, but just last night, Joel Osteen, he got like a few people got popped up in his church.
Oh,
You know, I don't know, but it was a woman came up in there and stuff letting loose. And before things, so you know, that's how you know they got money, right? With the oppressive churches, you got like 60 cops in there, and he ain't give them no chance to let loose. But with our churches, everybody's getting alive, you know, because the oppressive, the devil, the Bible speaks of lot.
that's right. And with that, any comments, any questions?
I got that precept I want to use.
What's that?
John chapter 15, verse 13. Laid out his life.
Go ahead. Get that right quick.
Come. The book of John, chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
Right. No greater love than that. For real. Because I know I will surely lay down my life
That's right.
Damn
for
right.
any of my brothers. You know, Isaiah Allah, Young Man Brian, you know, the Pashra Kaziad, you know, Captain Zariat, the generals, you know, Officer Yarmaya, our leader, you know, Officer Akaz, Hadar, you know. Hey, look, these are my brothers. This is who I go to war with. You know, whether we be in the school or out in them streets at camp. Hey, bro. Hey, look. I know one thing. I got their back. They got my back.
That's
That's right.
And we gonna lay down. We gonna get down and lay down for each other. You know. Pause on that. But yeah, you know, hey, we down for each other. You know, because this is a military, this is the army.
That's right.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, any comments, any questions? Any online? Go ahead, sir.
You just brought something real heavy, you know. UPS, they lost somebody's urn. A mother, she sent her it was crazy, right? She shipped out her son's ashes through the post office and whatnot. I thought it was UPS. They lost it, and they gave them $135. Right? They couldn't find it, and that was a policy. That's the insurance policy, right? They don't care about us, man. You know, but
Wow.
you know what I mean? The truth is, but we you know what I mean? The Lord says, you know what I mean? Love your brother, love your sisters, you know, because you know, Commander Junior Hunter's got our back. And
Right.
he's taking good care of us. And for all these years, he's fed like thousands of families. You know what I mean? And we thank the Lord for the UPK.
Hey, for real. Hey, for real. Hey, look, we got the greatest leaders right here in the I.S.U.P.K. Boy, the general, Commander General YAHANNA and all the generals, hey, boy, woo. They really care, and love their people. They really care, and love the men up under them. This ain't nothing that they just say. Their actions speak louder than words.
Right.
That's why we go out here and feed our people, clothe our people. That's why we have these food drives. That's why we have prison programs. For our people. That's how you love your people. Love is an action, and it's shown every day in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Hey, it can't be beat. Nothing better. And with that, since there's no comments, no questions, anybody? That's it? All right. Pass the class over. The powerful priest and officer of 50, Isaiah Allah.
All right, give that powerful priest and prophet a hand. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for every brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There was another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. And after this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21. Malachi 3:8-10. Means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara. 10% of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the teacher, treasury department, or a teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to upcoming holy convocations should be the 14th day and 15th day of the 20th month. Thursday, 22nd February, and Friday to Friday, 23rd of February. Esther 9, 20-31. All right. Remind Akium and Aquafium to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Okay. All right. Men of Israel, Imajim. All right. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim. Barak. All right. Courtesy to the teacher. All right. And we're going to song and give Imajim Shabbat. All right. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Imajim. Okay. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Aladan by Hashem Yahushua. Class dismissed.
She was sick last week.
I know. Hey, yeah, I think she's feeling a whole lot better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get it right. Most side cards. Get it right. I can't stop this. Can't stop this right here. All right.
west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west till